First and foremost, got a lot of respect for Toledo and Coach Kowalczyk. What he did was he won 4 of those in a row, regular season titles. When I first got in the league, you looked at them, they were kind of the blue chip, so to speak, kind of program. And I think a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to win a regular season title. And like I said, he won 4 in a row. He's one of the best coaches in the country. He's built a juggernaut up there at Toledo. So got a ton of respect for them. We knew they've been playing really, really, really well the last 5 games. And we knew they were going to get their best shot. So, for us, our defense has continued to improve. We got to take care of the ball a little better. Got to make some free throws. We left quite honestly, a lot of points left out there on the board. So that we got to clean up. But our defense has gotten so much better over this last month. I think if you look at it, I think we're a top 50 defensive team in the country analytically. So we've really trended in that direction, which is good, but we gotta clean up these turnovers. But I'm really proud of Luke for playing. Luke obviously was out against Western Michigan. And listen, he's not 100%, but he's playing. He wants to be out there with his brothers. He left it all out there, man. He does it for guys like Pete, guys like Antoine, guys that are seniors. They do it for each other, and that's what makes our group so special. I thought Antoine was tremendous tonight. Pete was awesome. He was terrific, just like he always is. But just a lot of different guys impacting the game for us on the floor on both ends. So I want to give another shout out, obviously, to our student section too. The crowds here have been amazing. They propel us in a lot of ways. It's become the toughest place to play in the MAC for sure. One of the toughest places to play in the country. We've won 31 straight home games now in a row. That's what great programs do. You have to protect that home court. So we appreciate all the support of the Miami community. But we got a lot of season left. We do. Like we got to play at Ohio on Friday, finish up the regular season. We got the MAC tournament. This isn't the end of the road. So our guys know that. I want them to enjoy this moment, but at the same time, we have to quickly turn the page here to Ohio on Friday.
What goes into the team, Travis, that allows you to let them play offensively the way you do?
Yeah, it's funny. Probably when I was a younger head coach, I wanted to control things, right? You want to control every possession. Here, we don't. I don't call out much. We got to take care of the ball better. But we would have scored 85 if we just taken care of the ball, or plus, maybe up to 90. I trust our guys. They make the right plays. We have guys with high basketball IQs. We give them concepts and we let them play. Let them be players. Don't be a robot. Read the defense. Take what the defense gives you, right? And when I was growing up in Indiana, Bob Knight was obviously he was like the governor in Indiana, bigger than life. He played motion, right? And we're not a motion team, but we are read, react, play off of one another, less structure, more flow and more play. I think our guys love to play that way. It's harder to scout. And I think, especially when you see teams for 3 times in the year, right, which we're going to in Cleveland, it'll be the 3rd time we see an opponent. I think it's hard to scout. So just a trust with the IQs that we have in shooting makes us hard to guard.
You said, when you were younger, maybe you wanted to control a little bit more. How'd you kind of make that evolution?
I think you have to look inward, right, and say, what do you have to do better? You're constantly having that growth mindset, just like we ask our players to do. Right? We ask our players to get better, so I got to get better. And I think you learn from some of the other people with European basketball specifically, I think is always usually ahead of the curve of where we are in the U.S. Not to say that our players aren't better, but I do think some of the strategy might be a little bit more cutting edge than what it's over here in the States, especially from an offensive perspective. And we try to put that into play here, obviously at Miami.
They got within 1 point 4 times, I think, Travis, but the block that Ian had with about 9 minutes to go seemed like a really, even though there was 9 minutes to go, it still seemed like a pivotal moment.
Yeah, we bend not break, right? That's kind of what we did tonight. It wasn't perfect. We didn't play our best, and give Toledo a lot of credit for that. But it was a huge play by Ian. I mean, Blyden, man, is he a good player. Todd does a great job putting him in positions to be very successful. But great play. I mean, what a makeup. It was a makeup play right from behind. Man got the ball. But Ian's one of those guys, man. He can make plays on both ends. Because you're going to look at the stat sheet. I think he finished with 8 tonight. Maybe didn't shoot it as well. But, man, he still impacts winning. That's what great players do. It's not just all scoring.
And is that why almost 32 minutes of the game?
Yeah,
That's the
he's hard to take out. I mean, listen, hey, he rebounds, he defends, he can score, he can shoot, he can do a lot of things, man. He's an all-conference player. If he's not an all-conference player, man, I mean, that's insane.
Why do you think you guys are able to adjust yourself after an emotional night like tonight and get back on track so quick? You've done that all season.
Yeah, I just think we stay present. You know, we focus on the process, embrace the process. We'll have a great film session tomorrow for tonight's game. For 30 minutes, we'll lift for an hour, and then we'll be on the court for probably 40 minutes. The low-minute guys will work out afterwards, get an extra 30-minute workout to make sure they're in great shape for when their name's called. Our guys just stick to the process, man. We have great player leadership with Pete, Evan Ipsaro, who, again, I know he's not playing, but Evan, I told him that when we were cutting down the nets, man, listen, to lose him when we lost him, not many teams would be able to be as good as we are with losing him. He's a stud. He is a monster. And he's just as big of a part as Peter, as Antoine, even though he's not out there right now. His leadership is critical to the success of our team. Same with Ian Elmer. Those three guys were voted as captains, man. Player-led teams are way better than coach-led teams.
What did you see on the last defensive stop after the free throw miss? It felt like there's 4 different guys on the team that kind of got a piece of the ball or slowed things
Yeah.
up for you to come up with a loose ball.
Yeah, it was a deflection. Obviously, Blyden had the ball. You know, in that scenario, obviously, Brant missed the front end of a one-on-one. That position, we were going to be in 55, right? It's a 2-point game. So 55 for us is we're switching 1 through 5. The only thing that could beat us, right, is a 3-point shot. So we're going to try to make them take a 2, play inside the arc, make it contested, right? And obviously, we got a deflection on the ball, came up with it. Huge play. Huge play.
I know it kind of takes a second for it to all settle in, but as the game is finally over, like, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? You know, this is a moment that you have kind of built toward over several years.
Yeah, happy for our guys, man. Happy for our staff. We got an amazing staff. Just really proud of them. From where we were 3 years ago, I know some of you guys have been here since day one. Man, we've come a long ways. I mean, a long ways. It was a complete rebuild. Not that this place hasn't had success before. Listen, this is a proud tradition here. We're the all-time winningest program in the MAC. It just had not been done in a long time. You know, so it's been a lot of fun, man. It's all about our players, so man. I'm happy for them, man. I'm happy they're get able to experience this tonight. And they'll have that memory with them for the rest of their lives, man. Can't take that away from them.
Did you see in the offseason, like Peter said, that this group had it?
Yeah, I think last spring, you know, it started probably how last season ended, you know, against Akron in the MAC tournament championship game. And shoot, we led for 39 minutes and 56 seconds. It was a heartbreaker, but you know, big events, you know, you need a big response. And I knew our guys would respond. We had a lot of retention from last year. Our spring was the best spring I'd ever been around in college hoops in all my years. Just the competitiveness, the extra work, like, man, it was elite. Almost to the point where I was like, man, I told Pete, I said, dude, stop diving on the freaking floor. All right, it's 3-on-3. It's April, man. Like, calm down. But you got to usually you got a prod guy. I mean, it's like, Evan, I'm sorry, relax. You know, E&L, relax a little bit, you know, and we had a great spring. So I knew we were going to have a great team. We just have a resilient team, man. They're tough-minded.
Travis, it seems like at Point City, you guys really could have and got a boost with the home crowd today, especially after the trip last week. Just talk more about the impact that had specifically tonight.
Yeah, I think just in general this year, just talking about generality, it's been incredible. I mean, just again, a lot of students here, right? Ton of students. We're getting them out to the game. Hopefully, we're giving them a great experience as well. But it's amazing what can happen when everybody pulls in the same direction. This can happen anywhere in the country, but it's happening right here in Oxford. And Miami's got a special campus, and hopefully we're adding to that, right? That's kind of the goal, and hopefully we're gaining even more exposure for our wonderful university. But the students, starts with the students, man, they're the heartbeat of the arena, and then just, man, all the Miami alumni, I mean, it's just that are showing up for games when they're there. We had people come from Chicago to this game tonight. They were driving right back. We had people from Cincinnati. I was just talking to a bunch of fans out there, Louisville, Columbus, Cleveland. I mean, our brand and our alumni base is really strong, man. So it's exciting to see it all kind of get reconnected here around our men's basketball program.
Being announced on Friday, how can that continue to grow the program?
You're saying, what'd you say again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the new arena. in
Yeah.
Nelson
Oh,
Drive.
listen, it's huge. You know, I think it's needed. You know, listen, you got to stay on this upward trajectory. You got to catch the momentum. It's so important in life because if you don't, you know, like you look back to 1999, back to Miami, Sweet 16, Wally Zerbiak, Devin Davis, man, Damon Frierson, Roland, didn't capitalize. You got to capitalize on these momentum swings, which our board is, our president, our AD, everybody's aligned and pulling in the same direction.
Coach, you mentioned your AD, a lot of outside noise. For him to go to bat on social media, have you seen some of the things that he's kind of been going to bat for? What's that like knowing that you've got an AD who says,
Yeah.
this is my athletics program?
You know, number one, I'm going to address Bruce. I like Bruce. I do. And Bruce is a great guy. I'm not calling Bruce and asking him for his opinion on our team. All respect to Bruce. Bruce is a way better coach than I'll ever be. All right? Like he's a Hall of Famer. He's won everywhere he's been. That's what I talk. I could care less what the heck he says. I mean, we control our own destiny. Let's prepare the right way. Let's focus on the right things. Now, for David Saylor, I love that he's going to bat for us. Right? He's a fighter. You know, he's going to fight for us. You know, so he's not afraid of anybody, and he wants to see our program do really well and get the recognition it deserves. So I appreciate David's, I guess his words. I don't even know what he said or what's happened, but like I've heard, but I haven't really seen it. So I appreciate David though.
Travis, the outside noise, what don't these people that probably haven't seen your teams, what don't they see or don't get about your guys?
Just the connectivity, the human beings that we have in that locker room, or the character's just ridiculous. The unselfishness in the landscape that we're in, it's hard. I mean, I talked to a lot of my friends in the business, and they may be winning, they may be talented, but they're miserable. You know, it's like, man, it's hard to get this guy, got proud him to play, or to make the extra pass, to cut hard, to run hard, because you may not get to roll hard on a ball screen, because you may not get that ball. They're only happy if they get the ball, right? Like our guys do things that don't show up in the stat sheet because of their connectivity off the court, because of their character of who they are, right? And people don't get to see that on a day-to-day basis. They just see our results, which is great. We get the results, but that's what makes us really good.
Do you ever appreciate in this NIL era the unique team that you have right now? Do you see it as the unique team?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, but I knew it could happen here. I think at Miami it was positioned, it's a unique university. Like you step foot on campus here, it's like, I've said it before, it's like Disney World. It's unbelievable. It's the nicest college campus I've ever been on. Elite academics, the vibe's incredible. So I knew we'd have an ability to retain a lot of guys. If we could create a culture, a good culture, and find guys that fit Miami and fit me, and development's real. Listen, if you feel like you're getting better as a player, you get excited, right? Like that's like you look at Ian Elmer, you look at Evan Absar, you look at Luke Scaljak, Brant Byers. Our staff's done a great job with those guys, just helping them get better. And then winning helps. You know, we won 25 games last year. We're not a one-hit wonder. You know, whoever, Milli Vanilli, maybe they had 2 hits. I can't really remember, but maybe they did. You know, but again, we're not a one-hit wonder. You know, like we can have sustainable success here at Miami. There's no question about it.
It's the first regular season title in 21 years. How long will you take to kind of absorb that and celebrate that accomplishment?
Probably for about 45 minutes on my ride home. Then we got to move on quick to Ohio, man. We still got a lot of season left, but this is a big deal. This is awesome. I'm so happy for our guys. That was one of our goals that we had at the beginning of the year, was to win the regular season title. Check. Now I want to finish this season undefeated. I want to win at Ohio. That's a rivalry game. It's a players game. Our guys are going to be excited to play. I know their guys will be excited to play as well. And then can we go win the MAC tournament up in Cleveland? That is the goal. We want to leave absolutely no doubt who the heck we are.
It feels like this word keeps coming up after the past several wins, unflappable. Is that becoming kind of a mantra for this team as they endure adversity?
That's my word. I don't even maybe I made that word up. You know, I make up a lot of stuff, I think. At least Amanda tells me that all the time, my wife. Yeah, but I think we're unflappable. Right? Our group just stays calm, cool, and collected, other than at halftime versus Western Michigan. I lost my mind. All right, when we're in tight situations, like when it's tight, like when the other team goes on a run, or like I'm telling you, our level of execution rises. We're like right here the entire time. I have to be that way. Peter's got to be that way. Evan Psarro, Ian Elmer, like the leaders of this team, and I think that it permeates kind of throughout the rest of the team.
Coach Steele, with this amount of noise surrounding the team, there's obviously comes with a lot of hate, as you were saying, you know, people doubting you. What's your response to those kinds of people, that kind of response?
Yeah, listen, again, we control our own fate. You know, like I could care less. Like I said, I don't. If I'm not calling them to ask their opinion on our team, then why the heck should I care what they're thinking about our team? Right? And it's hard, especially for our kids, right? Because they're more on social media than I am, right? The 18 to 22 to 23-year-olds, like they're all over social media. And our guys do a great job of just blocking that out and focusing on the task at hand. And like I said, we want to leave no doubt. We want to leave no doubt by having great practice tomorrow, great practice on Thursday, win at Ohio on Friday. That's the goal. And then we'll figure out Cleveland from there moving forward.
Is this the Skyline shirt or the WWE shirt today?
Today is the WWE. Got the Ultimate Warrior,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
And this is truly like your daughter's selection?
It's her selection.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's my 3-year-old. Now, she was really upset with me after last game. I said it to the media afterwards. She said, "Daddy, you were a bad boy last night." And I said, "Yeah, I was, wasn't I?" She said, "You had big feelings." I said, "Okay." We're talking this 3-year-old language, right? And I said, "You know what? She was watching. Can't do that again. You're right." I said, "I lost my mind. I can't do that. Everybody's got an adversity threshold. Like, how high is it? You know, so I got to be better." But she does. She picks out my shirt. Whatever she picks out, that's what we roll with. But I do love Skyline.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
It's great. You got wisdom from the 3-year-old.
Hey, she is smarter than me. It doesn't take much.
Coach, I hate to really bring the mood down, but on a more basketball perspective,
Yeah.
great teams in March, they shoot free throws really well.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a point of emphasis for this team, especially in the upcoming practice?
Yeah, we're one of the best ones in the country if you look at the whole body of work. But obviously tonight, 8 for 14, and that doesn't include some front ends of one-on-ones, right? I mean, we probably left, and with the turnovers, let's talk about the turnovers too. Shoot, we had 15 of those suckers that led to 17 points for Toledo. And it's like, not only they scoring off those because we can't get our defense set, but we can't get a shot up on the rim. Right? That's a problem. Right? We got to be better taking care of the ball. And then we got to make our free throws. But again, I don't want our guys to ever be mental about it. Free throw shooting is a lot like putting if you've ever golfed. Can't overthink that thing, right? Like I'm telling you, 'cause I'm not a great golfer. The only thing I can do is when I'm in one of those foursomes on is I can putt a little bit. All right, that's my role. I know thyself is one of my biggest rules in life. I can't play off the tee. That thing's going left, it's going right. I don't know where it's at, but I can putt a little bit. But it's all in your head. It's all mental. We got great shooters. I got full confidence in our guys in the free throw line.
Every young man.
You may,
So the bottom line is the 3-year-old gets you better than Bruce Pearl, right?
Yeah, she does. She does.
you may not have seen this online, but there is a GoFundMe to help with the reimbursement for the DJ equipment.
Yeah.
Any comment on that?
Hey, need all the help we can get. I mean, dang, it's funny. I've already taken care of DJ Chuck. I think's his name, DJ Chuck. I got to be better in that moment. Listen, I was frustrated with a lot of things. Score clock wasn't working, which I've never seen in Division I basketball. Never seen that. Again, it is what it is. It's on me. I can't lose my mind. But DJ Chuck's a good guy. I took care of him. I apologized to him. So he'll have some new and better equipment. So appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.